This is the new Emirates A380 plane, which is changing the game of travel. The plane fits a record 647 passengers, is as long as 2 blue whales, as tall as 5 giraffes, and is the weight of 165 elephants. But what's inside is even more impressive. The Airbus A380 requires 21 flight attendants to monitor the 4 different classes of seating. There's the standard economy class located on the first floor, which resembles your typical travel experience. Pretty little legroom, occasional meals, your own TV, the seats are pretty close to each other, and you can recline a couple inches, as long as the person behind you is alright with it, of course. You can book a seat in this section for a round-trip ticket from Los Angeles to Dubai for $3,461 US. One step up, you have the premium economy seating, which offers a little more space, an extra side table to work and eat on, and a slightly nicer interior design. You can find a round-trip ticket from the same Los Angeles to Dubai trip in this section for a slightly higher $3,636. One step up from this is where things start getting interesting. The A380 business class allows you to fully recline into a seat that lays flat, acting like a bed. You have a 20-inch TV, meals that include scrambled eggs, poke bowls, pastas, beef tenderloin, chicken dishes, and some amazing desserts. There's plenty of space to do your work, but what's even more unique is that the business class flyers have access to an exclusive onboard lounge that features the world's highest bar. Here at this bar, you can be served your favorite drink while also taking some time away from your seat to relax in the lounge. You can book this seat on the same round-trip flight from Los Angeles to Dubai for $5,093. Now we go one step up from this, and we're looking at the first class seats on this A380. In first class, you get your own private suite where you can set the seat into a zero gravity mode, which aligns the seat to fit your body's natural resting position. In first class, you're also given a skincare collection, noise-canceling headphones, doors to completely close yourself off from the rest of the flight, 3 different windows, a massive television, all-you-can-eat food whenever you want, access to the same exclusive lounge as business class. But what's especially unique about first class on this flight is that you have access to an onboard shower and spa. You're given time to take a hot shower on the airplane and then refresh yourself in a state-of-the-art bathroom with complimentary bathrobes. But why did I just give you a 2.5-minute review on this extremely high-class airplane? Well, this is the direction that air travel is heading towards. This first-class seat that I just described on the Emirates A380 goes for a whopping $15,752, and people are actually paying it. Airlines are trending towards having more exclusive seating with less actual passengers on board. Etihad just implemented their first-class suite, which features 3 different rooms: a bedroom, living room, and private bathroom. Lufthansa is offering a personal limousine service to and from the airport for its first-class guests, and most international airlines are upgrading their first-class and business-class seating to appear as luxurious as possible. But why is this? Wouldn't it be smart for the airlines to try and pack as many paying customers on board as closely packed together as possible to maximize their revenue? Well, if you look at this diagram of the A380 for a British Airways flight going from New York City to London, you'll see why the airlines are prioritizing nicer seating. On the main deck and upper deck combined, there are 122 standard economy seats, which go for $876 per seat round trip. Each standard economy seat takes up 3.77 square feet of space, which when added all together means the standard economy seating takes up 459.9 square feet of space on the plane. Now let's move on to the premium economy seating, located only on the upper deck. There are 40 premium economy seats, which go for $2,633 for a round-trip flight. These premium economy seats take up 4.25 square feet of space, which means the premium economy seating takes up 170 square feet of the plane's space. Now we move on to the business class seating, located on both the main and upper deck. There are 48 business class seats on this plane, which go for $6,723 for a round-trip ticket. Each business class seat takes up 10.14 square feet of space, which means the total room of the business class seating takes up 486.72 square feet of the plane space. Finally, we go into the first class seating, where there are 14 seats that go for $8,715 on a round-trip ticket. Each of these first class seats take up 35 square feet of space, accounting for 490 square feet of space on the plane. This pie chart shows how much space is allocated towards each section of the airplane. Now for the actual important part. Which section of seating is most profitable for the airlines based on how much space the seat takes up versus how much it costs to purchase a seat on the plane? This statistic is extremely important. Just at first glance, you can see the economy seating of this plane, which is where all the passengers are packed in as closely as possible, is actually the least profitable section on this plane, generating just $233 in revenue per square foot. The next least profitable section is actually first class because of how much room these seats actually take up. $8,715 per seat divided by the amount of feet each seat takes up at 35 square feet brings us to a revenue per square foot of $249. Then there's a huge jump up to the premium economy seating, which brings in $622 of revenue per square foot, and an even more astounding $664 per square foot comes from the business class of this plane. And now you can see why the airlines are starting to worry less and less about their general economy passengers. Taking out the first class seating and replacing the extra room with nice business class seating would likely be profitable for the airlines. However, there's one more breakdown to look at. At the time I'm making this video, on June 20th, 2022, the average price per gallon of jet fuel is $4.08. This price has doubled since the beginning of 2022, and prices don't seem to be slowing down anytime too soon. At $4.08 per gallon, this brings us to a fuel cost on this British Airways flight going from JFK, New York City to London, costing a grand total $90,000 going just one way. This means the fuel cost per seat of that flight would be $292, and that's just for fuel. This is before we factor in the cost of food, drinks, employee wages for flight attendants and pilots, and even all the other British Airlines employees that don't even work on the plane, and then there's insurance and even the loading equipment fees as well. With the airlines having to pay more and more for gas, employee wages, and just to get the plane in the air in the first place, the airlines are constantly looking into which seating arrangements would prove to be the most profitable for the airlines. From our breakdown, you can see that the nicer business class seats and premium economy seats generate the most revenue per square foot for these airlines, while the economy and first class seating are severely lacking. Airlines are cutting down on their general economy seating, which often means individuals who lie in the middle and lower classes are being left with fewer and fewer options to travel in the air. What do you think the best strategy for these airlines to implement would be? Let me know down below.